Hi, welcome to the Healing Place. Today we'll be doing a low back stretch practice. If you're feeling a little stiff or tense in your low back, this is great for that. It's great for first thing in the morning, just to get moving, and nice for at night too, especially if you've been sitting a lot through the day. And so I hope you enjoy the low back stretch. So I want you to come onto your backs. And generally I find if you have a tight low back, then most times you like your knees bent. It just puts the back in a little better position. So I want you to draw one knee into your chest. You can bring your hand below or above here, whatever feels good for you. And let's just do a few breaths there. So we'll pull in a little bit on the exhale and then release and release. And one more here. And then take the hand behind the thigh, lengthen the leg long, and just circle out through the ankle. And then slowly bring the knee back into the chest. If it feels good for you, tuck your chin into your chest and slowly bring your forehead up towards your knee. And then slowly release it back down, changing sides. Slowly draw the knee into the chest. And release. Draw. Notice someone below the knee or behind the thigh. And draw it in. And release. And one more. And then lengthen that leg long. Rotate or circle out your ankle here. And then slowly bring your knee back into your chest. If it feels good, tuck your chin into your chest. Bring your forehead up towards your knee. Letting your low back round out into the mat. Slowly bring it down. Take this leg long now. Bring your other foot on the inside of the knee, or the heel goes above the knee onto the thigh. Other hand comes out. And just exhale as you take the knee over, and inhale to bring it back. And let's do a couple more. And then holding it there, breathing here. Two more breaths. And then slowly draw it back, changing sides now. Take the arm out. Exhale to take it over, and inhale to bring it back. Exhale. And just holding here, breathing. And then slowly bring it back to center. Bend both of your knees again. Bring your arms up, and you can lock your fingers into your elbows. But just keep them over your chest as opposed to over your head. Ankles, knees together. Let the knees come one way, the arms go the other, and then follow the arms with the head. So I'm just letting those eyes follow the arms. That doesn't feel good for you. And just stay looking towards the ceiling. Let that range be whatever it is for you. We're just corkscrewing the spine here. Think about that. And one more. Coming back to center now, draw both of the knees into the chest. Let the low back flex into the mat. And again, if it feels good for you, bring the forehead up towards the knees. And last breath, slowly take it down. Let the knees roll over onto one side. Bring yourself up onto all fours now. And I want you to think about your pubic bone to your belly button. So you're just working in that low belly, okay? Pubic bone to belly button, we can feel that low back arc or flex. And instead of coming all the way up into full cat, I'm just going to stay in that lumbar spine, into that low back. And let's do a couple more and just notice how that feels for you. And come into table where you have a flat back and just start to glide your hips. So notice that my sits bones don't drop towards my heels here. I'm just going to glide my hips back. Glide my hips back. One more. Now I want to come into cow pose. So I want to let my belly button sag towards the mat. And just feeling that extension into my low back. And if you don't like being on your knees, you could certainly do this either seated in a chair or standing. And let's do a couple more breaths here. And then coming into that full cat. And it might feel a little stiff for you. And then slowly coming into cow pose. Just really thinking about that low back stretching. And last one. I'm going to come back a little bit, and now I've got a nice stretch coming across, kind of like the bottom of the pelvis to the bottom rib, that space in there. Breathing here. And then coming back to center, and one more, reaching back. And then coming into that cow pose. And relaxing through into table. Nice. So just coming into seated and seeing how you're feeling through your low back. Just through that mobilizing, through the breath and the stretch, hopefully you're feeling a little bit more ease in your low back. I want to thank you so much for joining me, and I am Sherry Jibb of The Healing Place.